All right, guys. No more time to waste. Let's get to work. Let me move this screen over to my front so that way I can see you guys. Welcome. Today's Monday. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Had an amazing weekend. Me, myself, and I am still working since 7 o'clock in the morning. But I promised myself, I committed myself to every day coming here and giving guys the best of what I can. Okay. I'm actually getting uncomfortable. I'm doing so many more trainings, more lives. Why? Because as you do trainings, not only you help somebody else, but I feel that you help yourself, right? Especially when you're getting ready to put an event together. I feel that this is one of the biggest um, processes that I found to help me in sales is actually training, right? The more you train, the more you train. When people come and ask you certain things, you already know what to answer them, how to answer them. So I know that if you're a small business owner, if you kingdom entrepreneur, what does that mean? What's a kingdom entrepreneur? If you're running a business with uh, kingdom principles to Bible principles, if you're connecting your business to your purpose and your and God most of all, then this is exactly for you. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what I'm going to do. It's giving you guys just a little quick peek at the event that we're going to put together, and then we're going to jump into be able to share what I have to share with you today. So if you are struggling with your sales is a process, and I believe that it's also a psychology. Okay, so we're going to be going very deep into stuff. So I want to share with you much as I can, much as I'm able to. So at the end of the day, you guys can maximize as much as possible. I'm going to click Chrome. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Where is my boot camp event coming up? Okay, here we go. I think this is it. It is it. It is it. So here we go, guys. I just want to show you the event that we're going to be putting together. Um, this is going to start in November 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. I'm sorry, 7th, 8th, and 9th, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to invite you guys. So if you're struggling with your business and how to connect your business to your purpose and your purpose, we're going to have an amazing Pastor Chad is going to be there. We're going to have some worship music. We're going to have Dr. Sunita Punjabi, who's actually a neuroplasticity. She's going to help us how to create the why and the purpose. It's going to be huge, guys, because I don't know about you guys, but I believe that the more we connect our why, our minds, our our vision, our passion to our purpose, the easier it's going to get for us. Okay, the easier the things are going to be for you. Okay, we remove that background. So this is kind of like what I'm putting together, right? The 10x Kingdom Business Boot Camp. I don't know why I didn't save, but I did just save it, guys. I did just save it, didn't I? Let me save this and let me refresh this. Okay, so I kind of changed the name on it because of this. What's this? Why did I change it? Again, as you can see here, the first thing you want to do in a sales page is actually what is it that you're trying to do or what are you trying to give to people, right? I want to do a 10x Kingdom Business Execution Bootcamp. So there's a couple of words in there that I want you to keep in mind. 10x, meaning we're going to be able to 10 times what you're currently doing now, right now in your business. And I know, here's the thing, guys. If you think you know, if you're great where you are at, this is not for you. This is only for people that are struggling. So if you're six, seven figures and and you may be a coach that's already there, there's nothing wrong with that. This isn't for you. This is for us to be able to come in together as a community of believers, right? And we're going to be able to provide this for as many businesses as possible. I've had the calling to be able to do this, and you know what? One thing that I found that is, you guys gonna agree with me on this. Now that I'm trying to do something great, Satan just comes in and attacks you big time. So I am not gonna give up on this. I am going in all in, and I'm going to execute this boot camp, and I'm going to make it happen because it's not about me. It's about how we can impact the world, how we can impact the entrepreneurs who are struggling, who are Bible believers, and they're saying, you know, "Well, how do why do I need to be Christian if people that are not Christians are actually succeeding more than I am?" I don't know if you guys see that a lot, but we seem to think that, and I believe it's a money mindset. The money mindset. We're going to be talking about that about the on the boot camp. So here's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind. This is the page that's going to be coming up, right? First of all, it's going to be based on Deuteronomy 8:18. But remember, it's the Lord who is He gives us the ability to create wealth and circumference His covenant, which is words of ancestors as it is today, right? It's going to be a 3 day live and virtual interactive boot camp. That means if you want to come live, you're more than welcome to come live. If you don't, if you want to do it virtual, you can do it. So this is only for you if you're struggling with uh, money, understanding money and the money mindset. If you are struggling with marketing and sales, any of these three parts, this is for you. If you're not, this is not for you. So don't waste your money. Go invest it somewhere else. Oh, what? What do you mean? I'm not going to invest my money. I'm not going to waste my money. That's the problem. You have the wrong money mindset. Okay, so this event's going to be 197 live and 97 to do it virtual. Why you? Who you think you are? Because you're charging. You know what? Here's the thing, guys. If you don't pay, you don't play. Psychology 101. If you don't pay, if you don't pay, you don't play. So that's why a lot of people, when somebody asked me yesterday, they says, why are you doing an event and you're making it? Why don't you do it for free? If it's fits to empower the kingdom, why can't you do it for free? That's the whole point. Is it's like not even the church lives on free. And we have the wrong mindset. And I really believe that with what all the studying and certifications that I've been doing lately, it's I'm starting to see that the money mindset is so messed up. So do you have a kingdom growth mindset? If you're not willing to, if you're not coachable, if you're not able to receive, to be able to say, maybe in this area I need to change this, or maybe in this area I don't need to change this, right? So if you are, then maybe this is where you want to go and see if this is going to be at. So what I did here on this system, on this process, right? So look at the process. The This is the headline, right? This is the sub headline. What we're going to happen, what's going to happen. Discover the keys of building your own business and creating a financial freedom. If you're not, if this is not for you, if that's not what you want to build, then this is not for you. Then wrong person, right? And I apologize for that. Okay. So, but if you are struggling, then this is what we're going to do. So we're going to have three different people. So I put myself here and I'm pointing to these people, amazing people that were able to say yes and they wanted to come in. We're also going to do some worship, live worship music, everything. I want to do something very so awesome, right? 3 days. So what we're going to learn in here, give yourself the permission to prosper in 2023. So we're going to be able to feed your mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. All three have to be aligned together. How do we feed our mind? We're feeding our mind, feeding our mind, feeding our mind, feeding our mind, and then you're like, okay, now what, right? Well, it has to be aligned with your mind, right? Also with your body and your spirit. With those two alignments is really what Dr. Sunita is going to come and help us on that. Okay. Reason I say that is because I want you to sell. Remember today's sales execution Monday, so I want to show you what I'm doing and what I'm putting here. Why? So, do you have a kingdom mindset towards your sales and marketing processes? If you do, this is for you. We are going to organize a 3-day live boot camp for a kingdom minded entrepreneur. I'm going to remove this because it doesn't make sense. It's already, to me, it's like you're already telling me about it. Why are you? And I just thought about this just now, right? So I'm going to remove this from here, right? And get to the point, right? The 3-day boot camp for kingdom entrepreneurs will easily charge $69.97. And again, I'm telling them how much of the value we're going to put in there. And where did you come up with these numbers? Well, actually, this is true. This is a fact. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. Maybe if I can pull this out, let me show it to you so that way you guys can see that I'm actually not kidding. I am this same event, the same event, um, boot camp. I'm gonna boot camp. I think if I put boot camp in here, I just want to show it to you guys. Coaching, right? Store, right? We're gonna go to the store and we're going to go to his event. So bestsellers. That's not the event. Non-university. Someone about buy boot camp. Here we go, guys. Okay, so check this out. So I want to show you that this is really true. The baller pack they executed. Uh, so Grant Cardone was charging almost $6,500 for this boot camp. I just wanted to make sure that I was right. It was $6,500. So I'm going back to this one: how to finally get attention to your business. The mining mindset. There's a training by itself. It's like 1997 to do that training by itself. The business cycle. There is a business cycle. What comes first, what comes second, what comes third, and so forth. We're going to be talking about that. Sales processes, which is really what we're going to start covering right now. We're going to talk about the greeting in the sales. Okay. Phone and follow up. We're going to do scaling your business. Plus, you're going to have your own boot camp workbook. We're going to have some energy drinks and healthy snacks provided. Why? Again, you want to talk about mindset, and it says you gotta know where that your body is really aligned with your purpose and everything else. So we gotta stay healthy, right? Like some people really unhealthy physically, but they want to run a business, at $1 million. It's just, come on, guys. You got to feel good about yourself first before you can go out there and do this. Anyways, we're going to be talking about that at that time. Live worship music, daily action steps. Every day we're going to have some action step, because at the end of the day, that's why it's a boot camp. It's an action executing this stuff, right? It's not just about talking about it. And all over with Kingdom Principles, you will get all this. These are the people that are going to attend. Amazing. Thank you. We're also going to have like worship here, right? So we're working on all this stuff. If you're saying to yourself, man, I don't want to waste my money. I don't want to. I don't want to waste $197. I can go. You need to invest in your business. And on top of that, it's a funny thing. Look at that, Richard James Family Taxes. He actually just did my taxes, and I actually deducted all of my trainings that I've done, execute trainings, certifications. I just got a new one. I just got another certification on marketing certified, sales certified, um, uh, speaking certified. Okay, so you're getting all the certifications. So I'm like, okay, so here's the question, guys. You on sales. People thinking about sales and they're thinking about giving money away. You're not understanding that you got to create this process to be able to make more money. So remember that a lot of these trainings, I like this event, is going to be tax deductible for you. I'm not telling you that so that way you can like, oh look, yeah, I didn't know that, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm telling you so that way you can learn also how you can promote your stuff too. Like I'm showing you now. Why? Okay, this is going to cost me. No, it's not. You're either going to pay tax, you're going to pay Uncle Sam, or you're going to pay yourself. It's up to you. Which one do you want? Do you rather pay? You rather pay Uncle Sam, or pay yourself? I trust more in paying myself because that way I can get more training, I can do more, I can learn more, and I can execute more. Got it? So this is somewhat of the, just this is 100% tax deductible, right? This is some of my testimonials of different coaches that I work with. This is all my certifications that I've been working on. What should you trust me? And then I put more of a challenge certified. I'm actually a Grant Cardone licensee, meaning that I pay $25,000. That's what it means. It means I pay $25,000 to get certified and all this stuff. Show you, it's even not even my presentation. It's actually a presentation that I got certified on to be able to put together. So none of this is actually for you to say, oh yeah, he just doing it to me. You know what? I got I have the certification to prove it. Okay, so that's number one. It's being very confident on what you're able to provide. That's my number one thing. It's like if I am not confident in what I can do, then it's very hard for me to get on that stage and to actually say, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Believe me, it's going to happen probably the day before. I won't be able to sleep. But that's why I'm doing it every day, a little bit more training so you guys can actually see what I'm doing right now. It's actually helping people, giving people value. But at the same time, I'm actually trying to see people that can come into the event so that way they can see what I'm able to help them with. Who is this for again? If you're a kingdom entrepreneur who's struggling with marketing, sales, money mindset, if you think that you're supposed to be a Christian and be broke, come on, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why so many people today have the mindset of being broke. Like if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to have money. You have supposed to have abundance. But that's not what the Bible says. Like look at anyways. We'll talk about that later on. Let's get to work right now. We have 20 minutes. So I want to show you guys. Okay, so that way you guys get excited about this. All right, ready? Let's get to work. Deal? All right. So I'll put the link on the event at the end, so that way if you guys more than welcome to join. You're more than welcome to join. As a matter of fact, I'll put it on the chat right now. So if you guys thinking about taking your business to the next level, feel free to use this link. If you're not, don't worry about it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Kingdom. I'm actually just doing it for myself and actually to help as many businesses as possible. I actually want to do this as a ministry eventually. One of this, doing eventually where people donate and I can just train, and help all these businesses that are struggling. And then 2 years later, they say that 85% of the businesses fell within the first year or two. Why is that? Why are they failing? Like we don't see this. We want to teach marketing. We want to sell this. We want to open up our business, but you don't understand. We need to learn from the people that have not been successful or the people that have been successful. One of the things I always say is, remember one thing that uh, success leaves clues. You guys heard that one before, right? Success leaves clues. What does that mean? That means that, and people ask me, so why'd you get certified with Grant Cardone? Very simple. It's he leaves a track record. So why would I want to try to reinvent the wheel when I already know that what he's doing is perfect, right? That's all you need. All we need is that. All I need to know is that he's got a success record, and that's going to be enough for me. I'm going to put it on the chat right here on the chat. So if anybody has a question, feel free to ask. I'm going to put it in here. This is the event. Please feel free to go on it. Now, here's the most beautiful thing, guys. If for some reason you are really struggling with your business, again, we have to think about all of these scenarios. You have a business and they're the great Christian business and so forth, and they're really struggling. I can't afford it. Okay. If for some reason you're thinking like that, then send me a message and tell me exactly why you think that this event will benefit you, and I will give you a free ticket. Just like that. I can care less about the money. It's about helping businesses, right? But of course, we got to increase in every area. So one of the things I want to help you guys is with the mindset about um, it's about money, right? It's the money mindset where we're having we have it confused. Okay, so let's get to work. I'm going to show you guys today what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go very deep into detail at the event. So make sure you guys, attend. Okay. So here we go, guys. We're going to be talking about today about the greeting. Okay. About the greeting. I want to see if I can remove this in from here. Can I remove this from here? Um, there we go. There you go. The money mindset. Here we go. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. So first of all, we're going to talking about the greeting. So there's a sales process, right? That we teach about being the greeting, the fact finding, the demo, and the close. If you're doing it organically, for example, if you are out there and talking to people, meeting people, whether you have a service or product, right? And the first thing you want to know is you first have to have a greeting, a what do you do? How do you do it? And it has to be so impacting. So we're going to be talking exactly about that today. We're just going to be talking about the greeting, okay, guys? So here we go. So the greeting is about put in the. I wonder if I can do. Um, I don't know if it'll show up on it like that. If it shows up on it, that's fine. Let's just leave it like that, guys. So we're going to talk about five separate different things. Putting the buyer at ease. The first thing you want to do is build that rapport with them. I usually say, "Hey, good morning. How are you? How was your weekend?" and so forth. Yes, me too, kind of thing. Or where are you connecting from? Right? And I always used to say, I usually say, "Where are you connected from?" I'm in Canada. I get a lot of coaches from Canada. So, for example, let's just use Canada. I'm in Canada. Oh, well, okay, that's awesome. Tell me, how's the weather been and so forth. Great. How long have you been doing what you do? So I start asking questions, right? So that way I can do put in the buyer at least is make them feel comfortable. Maybe you at the same time relax. You got to sit down and relax. Don't do this, right? Don't do what I'm doing right now. Don't do that when you're doing a thing because people feel like, like somebody's doing it. Like, oh, really? Right. So instead of doing that, maybe just sit back and relax and put them back at ease. I don't know if you ever seen the shadow one whenever they do, and you're talking to them and you can just say, yeah, right. I agree. Right. Agree. Right. Even if you don't agree. I'm not saying to lie. I'm saying like people want just people they're trying to you just want you to hear them out. Okay. And the second thing is positive language. The positive language. That's the one exactly I was just talking about. Um, Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Right. Use positive language. Keep it short. Right. Keeping it short is going to also help us to be able to do this. So I'm actually I don't know why I did that, but I put it in there. Okay. Keep it short. Offer information to build rapport. What does that mean? What is what the word report mean? Okay. What? So if you know what that means, I'm gonna actually Google it so that way you guys can see exactly what that word is really means. Right. Report is a close or harmonious relationship in which the people or group concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas to communicate well. This is exactly what I was telling you about. It's like, yeah, building rapport, like connecting with that person, right? Once they connect with you, they'll feel more at ease and they're often to because what they're looking for, like no, everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold to, right? So are you selling? Yes, but do you want to make it look like you're selling? No, because at the end of the day, yes, you're selling, and it's not the. I don't know why there's such a negative thing about the word sales. Sales is really all you're doing is providing a service. Most of us as entrepreneurs, we're problem solvers, right? As a problem solver, what you're doing is providing that solving a problem for a customer. For example, I solved the problem today of marketing and sales for small businesses, right? Now I went a little bit deeper. Now I want to go into kingdom entrepreneurs who are struggling with sales and marketing. Why? Because I think everybody's teaching sales and marketing, but they're not teaching it to where how we can get the best out of it with God's kingdom principles. So kingdom principles have to be, at least to me, one of the most powerful things that we can do to help others, because not only are we using it with our Christian principles, but also uh, people think that sales is lazy, and it's not. It's really a beautiful. Um, I'm going to show you what the word sales mean, because I think this is going to be uh, sales meaning. Oops, meaning of sales. Watch this, guys. The meaning of sales means the exchange of a commodity for money. The action of selling something, right? What else does it say? A period during which a retailer sells a good. Okay. The definition, the term sales refers to all activities involved in selling a product or service to a consumer or business. But in practice means so much more. A lot of effort goes into successful closing a deal, from sourcing prospects to building relationships, building customers with solutions. So all we're doing is we're exchanging a product or services for money. This is how whole economy works. There is no economy without sales. There is no economy without sales. Look, even Satan and God, they need salespeople. So we're selling people into are good or the bad. So which one are you doing it with, right? So if you have a vision, a passion, and you're trying to get it out there, you got to do some on the greeting part. Remember, we're talking just about the greeting, like when you get to meet somebody, the prospect at ease, use positive language, keep it short, offer information to report, offer options if possible. For example, some people, when they come to me, they need more sales. That's what they think they need, right? Doesn't really mean that's what they need, right? But it's like, for example, let's just say you come to me and you're asking me for, yeah, I just want more sales, and then you tell me, I say, okay, tell me more. What do you what's not working in your sales process? Well, I don't even have a sales process. Okay, so you're trying to build a sales process first, or do you have a marketing strategy in place already? What Tell me about your marketing first. What does it look like? Why aren't people coming to you, and so forth? So, and by me asking them those questions, I can go deeper into see where is it that they're struggling and why. What is it that they're doing right, and what is it that they're doing wrong? Because if they're doing something wrong and they really think sales, and I can tell them, I says, well, I have this sales training that I can help you with, right? Sales coaching program that I can help you with, right? And they say, yeah, absolutely. But what if that's not the problem? The problem is actually in marketing. I would tell them this. I would say, I'm so glad and happy that you want to jump into the sales training. But let me ask you a question. Are you open for me to give you some feedback? They say yes. I tell them, I say, you know what? I think based on what you told me, I think a little bit of problem is in your branding and your marketing, not in your sales yet. Because okay, so if you have a problem with sales, how many people are you talking to on a daily basis, right? I'm gonna stop this screen, right? So if you have a sales problem, if you think you have a sales problem, right? I can't convert, and I need to convert more. Otherwise, I'm gonna quit this job, or I'm gonna quit this business. And in reality, that's not what the problem is. The problem is your sales process is not right, because you're trying to sell first before you create a marketing strategy. Example, a lot of people say, I'm not a salesperson. We live around sales in everything we do. Example, if you're going into a bank, like I'm getting ready right now, and I have to go to the bank. That's why I got 8 minutes, and then I got to head out, right? um, if I'm doing that and I go to the bank and no, I'm not going to ask them for money. I'm actually going to, I got to go pay some money. So but let's just say I was going to go and get a loan for a new home, right? Or car. I'm actually looking for a car right now. So I'm actually looking and see, do you not think that I got to sell people into what I want? I want this kind of car. I want to pay this amount on a monthly basis. I want this style. I want this. I have to I have to sell myself to them to know exactly what I want out of it. Then they got to sell me into the payments, the money, the down payment, and everything else. Yes. And then at the end, that's when they come to you and says, would you like this package on it, and you will like this mileage, and your tires will be warranty? I'm like, no, don't give it. Anyways, that's another one. But those are the things that you have to think about, because when you say you're not in sales, you're selling all day long. You are selling yourself to buy something, or to for you to be able to provide, if somebody's providing you a service, that customer that you're talking to is also trying themselves, then selling themselves to you what their needs are. I need this. I don't want to pay this. I want to do that. I want to do what. Tell me what your goals are. Like, we have two ears and one mouth. We got to listen more than when we talk. Okay. So that's one of the things that we want to talk about is, and also the number one thing that people are afraid of is handling objections. In sales, you have to know where these objections are coming from. You have to be able to predict them and know, like, if there is it a pricing and stuff like that. Now, don't worry about the greed. Don't worry about the objections part. I'm actually going to do a training just on mastering the objections. Mastering objections. I'm actually going to do it before the boot camp that we're going to put together, because I wanted to know that I wanted to, when they show up um, to this boot camp, the sales execute. I mean, I'm sorry, the business execution workshop, boot camp, that we are ready. We are ready, and we know what we're talking about. That I know that they feel comfortable that I know what I'm talking about. Got it? So keep that in mind on your greeting, and then I'm gonna share one more screen, and then we're done. Okay. So on the greeting, let's just show something. For example, I'm going to show you window, Chrome tab, window. Here we go. Where is it? Sales execution. Here we go, guys. So inbound, inbound. Let's just talk about the outbound first. Outbound call, appointment setting. Appointment setting. People hate this stuff. I love this stuff. Hi, this is Javi with 10x Advantage. The reason I'm calling is, what is the big claim? I'm calling you because I help businesses or kingdom-based businesses, right, increase their sales by 30% within the first 90 days. What is that? And I'll show it to you guys here, so that way you guys can see exactly what it is that I do and how I do it, right? So here we go. I help entrepreneurs in the service in the kingdom industry, in the kingdom based entrepreneurs, increase their revenue by 30% under 90 days by teaching them world-class marketing sales strategies, which I do through a world-class technology, and being able to leverage their time and spend more time doing what they love to do, which is fulfilling the service, right? Because I think most of us we don't want to sell, we don't want to market. What we want to do is be able to provide that service, right? Because that's really what you have. You have a passion, a vision, and stuff like that. You just don't know how to put it out there. The reason I'm calling the big claim, qualify them. Watch this. Where it says qualify, be sure I can be the best use of your time. Let me ask you, what is your reoccurring problem? Are there any money issues associated with this, right? The magic question. If I could do half of what I told you, right? And I'll show you that in a minute. other than yourself, who else is involved in the decision? So what you doing when you do the big claim, you asking them these different questions, right? In other words, so let me ask you something, Joe, John, whatever. If I had the magic wand and I just swing it around and I could solve that one problem in your business, what would that be today? Stop, listen. What could that be? What is that one thing that in your mind you're struggling? Because sometimes when we get on a call with people, we think we know it. We know what we want. We want to sell them this, blah, 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 blah. But let them speak because they're going to open up to you. When they open up to you, then that's when you identify what the problem is. What is the? Are there any money issues associated with this? Of course, because if they're not selling, if they're not marketing, or maybe they're paying these marketing agencies that are not providing the outcome that they want. So again, most of the marketing agencies, they're great at marketing, but they're not good in sales, or vice versa. You have go to a sales training, right? Great, you get in sales, train on sales. What about your marketing? It's a process. Sales, marketing first, marketing over sales, right? Marketing over sales, because you cannot sell something you can't market, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one and then we're done. It's 128. Would you, what is afternoon? And then appointment and demo, right? So, okay, based on what you told me, would you make time to take a look at what I have for you, for what I have to offer? Um, does this afternoon, Thursdays work better for you? What's the next day and time? Or I use this one a lot. What is the next best day and time that we can meet up? Is it morning or afternoon? Okay, to afternoon. Okay, what about between 6 and 8? That, and I'm actually taking notes. 6 and 8, 6 and 8, and then I open up my calendar, and then I have it on my calendar. Is actually part of my CRM, so I have an automation platform. So I'm like, I put them in there, and I put it on the automation platform right now. It says I'm gonna book this for us right now, so we can commit to showing up. Right? Um, do you have a pen handy? Can you please write this down? I have them write it down first, and then I also have them because they're going to get the notifications anyways. But I want them to mentally write it down, right? Write this down. Would it be any reason that you would not? And then at the end, lock and close. Lock and close is, again, greeting, the reason I'm calling, qualify them, right? What is the current problem? Are there any money issues? Magic questions. If I could, I say, if I could just wave a magic wand and solve that problem, what would that problem be? And they'll start telling you so much stuff, and you're just listening, because when you listen more, you're able to provide them a lot more of what they really need, right? Do you have a pen handy, right? So in other words, I'm having them write it down. I'm actually having my pen right now, and I say between 6 and 8. Is that okay? I'm like, okay. I'm gonna, as soon as I get off the call, I'm going to book a call. Is there any reason that you would not be able to show up? And I just sit back and listen. All right, guys. Outbound call appointment setting is huge. Most businesses, it is where they fail at, because they don't like to do outbound calls. They don't like talking to people. How are you going to close if you don't like talking to people? How are you going to close more deals if you can't talk to people? So, anyways, it is 1:31. I ain't gonna get out of here. I have a meeting at the bank. So, guys, with that said, I'm gonna ask you that here's the link again. If you guys are more welcome to, we have online and virtual Kingdom Business Execution Bootcamp that we're going to be having available May 7th, 8th, and 9th. It is 3 days. It is 3 hours each one. I did it that way because I thought that it's too much to do in one day, at least for myself. But for 3 days, I think we can learn and execute. Learn and execute. We're going to have homework. We're going to have neuroplasticity science doctor that would allow us to know, to show us how do we get rid of the limited beliefs that we have about ourselves, about money, about the money mindset, and how do we leverage that to our why, and our why to our purpose in God. This is what we're going to do. So again, it's bootcamp dot kingdomceo.io/logo. You have the link on there, guys. Anything else I can ever do for you, please let me know. With that said, I'm going to tomorrow, Automation Tuesdays. I can't wait. See you guys tomorrow at same time, same place, 1 p.m.